This movie was freaking awesome.
The beautiful people, the beautiful people. What do you see? Something beautiful, something free. Hey, you are you not in need. You live a life where it's all to be clean. The beautiful people, the beautiful people.
I just came back from seeing Source Code, and I was wearing a black shirt this time. I wasn't wearing a white shirt like in all my other videos. Source Code stars Jake Gyllenhaal, who plays Coulter Stevens on an adventure ride of an epic proportion. He's basically a fighter pilot who is stationed in Afghanistan, wakes up one day in this strange dome, and is inside this thing called the Source Code. He is put in the life of... forget the guy's name from the movie, but anyways, he's put in the life of another human being who had died recently that day. Each time he's put back in that human's body, he only has 8 minutes to live to find whoever had bombed the train in that time period. Now, he goes through obstacles, and he goes through a bunch of people trying to stop him in his way, but eventually he can figure out who bombed the train. When I first saw the trailer for this film, I thought, alright, it's April, you know, it's the movies after the Oscars type deal. It's not going to be anything special. It's going to be okay, not great. But I was sadly mistaken. This movie was amazing. Everything about this movie was fantastic. But the real thing that really just, oh my god, like was awesome was the writing for this film. This new breakout star, I forget this breakout writer, I forget his name, but he's done one hell of a breakout. He recently just wrote Source Code, and for a guy who is really like unknown, he really has done nothing else besides Source Code. He's made a huge impression on me for writing this film. It was unbelievably written, and it was so well written. Besides the writing, holy crap, the directing was amazing by Duncan Jones. I mean, Duncan Jones, he made Moon and nothing else. Moon was great, but Source Code tops Moon in every manner possible. In all honesty, this movie was like a video game. You know, you fail at first, start over, then you try again. If you fail again, you try again. This movie was basically like a video game, and if they made this movie into a video game, I would definitely buy it. It would be such a great video game. But this movie is like a video game in a good way. It's not like a video game in a bad way. In a good way. Also, part of the movie is a real tearjerker for certain people who have fathers that they love. And it's like, I almost broke out into tears when Jake Gyllenhaal was in that scene with when he was talking to his father. It was one of the most dramatic scenes I've seen in a while. But it was really, really well performed, and that was one of the most hardest scenes to watch in this film. Besides some of the gross scenes in this film, that was probably this scene where he talks to his father is probably the hardest to watch because it makes you really think. I cannot stress enough how much I love this movie. I need the poster for this movie. Cali Critics, I'm talking to you, man. I want your poster. Yeah, so Cali Critics, if you ever get rid of that Source Code poster, why don't you just send it down here to New York and just, you know, give it to me. I'll take it off your hand. Jake Gyllenhaal, this is his best performance ever in a movie. This movie was epic. And you know what I found out recently? Before I went to see the movie, I was searching all the fun facts for this film. They had originally picked Topher Grace to play Coulter Stevens in this movie. Oh my god. This movie would have been terrible if Topher Grace was playing Coulter Stevens. Nobody can replace Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie. Especially Topher Grace, who did a really bad performance in the movie Take Me Home Tonight. Speaking of the cast, I mean, you got Jake Gyllenhaal, Michelle Monaghan, Vera Farmiga, and Jeffrey Wright. All-star cast, in my opinion. Just awesome acting in this film. I mean, you got grade A actors on the set, and what else can you expect? Like, I thought this movie had, yes, good actors, but it was going to be bad. But it turned out to be the best film of 2011 so far. The best film. It surpassed Paul, surpassed Limitless, definitely surpassed Sucker Punch and Take Me Home Tonight. It surpassed everything. I'm not sure if it's going to surpass everything that's coming in the future during the summer movies and the movies in December, October, and November. But so far, for right now, Source Code is the best movie for me of 2011. Nothing wrong with this movie at all. This movie was well written, well directed, well acted, well performed. Everything about it. I just love this movie. If you are contemplating on whether seeing Hop or Source Code, see Source Code. I'm looking right into the camera and saying, see Source Code. This is a great movie. For a grade, I'm giving it an A++, and for stars, I give it 10 out of 10 stars. Source Code is amazing. Check this movie out. I am Anthony the Random Mind. If you don't see Source Code, you are missing out big time. See you later.